It was this girl. I used to always pick up. Used to call her house teethers. She had some big house teethers in her mouth too. So she always would tell me, one day I'm gonna stop you from picking at me. Boy, her dream came true. She called up to me one night and she took me to a little small park in the hood. We call it the welfare park. And boy, look here. When she put that mouth on me, I fell madly in love with her. I ain't even see them teethers no more. I'm talking about she ate me up. She ate me up so good, man. I used to walk around looking for her like I was hooked on drugs or something. But anyhow, so many years had passed again, man. And, you heard me keep calling his name, the Jamaican Bambino. He used to always tell me about how he liked this salad toss. And I didn't know what that meant until one day we was in Jackson, Mississippi, and I seen this beautiful crackhead coming out of a badly burned shack with a chocolate pie face. And when I looked over there and saw her with that pie all over her face like that, I knew the Bambino was coming out of there. And just like on cue, just on cue, he popped up and he looked at me and laughed, man. And I knew I finally found out what tossing the salad was about then, you know what I mean? But it had been some time, I think maybe like 3 or 4 years again, where if you've been following me, I told you about from an episode way back about kids are preyed upon. My friend was having sex with a substitute teacher when we was in the 6th grade. And he used to tell me about her eating him up. And like I said, I wanted some of that, but she didn't give me none. So I think maybe it was like 5 years later in Jackson, Mississippi, I bumped into me a freaky school teacher. And man, all she used to do is put that awesome Jawsome on me, man. I'm talking about that Jawsome was so awesome. I could just see it. It's sealed in my mind, man. I'm talking about, man, how she used to go down on me, man, and every day she would wear a different color lipstick. And she would motorboat my manhood on the every time she do that, my body would just gyrate. And she would come pick me up from where we used to hustle at up there in the city. And when one day she came and picked me up, I had on some sweatpants, and she had took me down the street to a wooded area, and she put her mouth on me real good, like she did every day. I got it 7 days a week. I was hooked on this lady. And she came and dropped me off, but I forgot to tie up my sweatpants. And when I got out the car, they fell. They fell. Fat boy, they were laughing at me. They fell, you know what I mean? So, always waiting and looking and trying to see who did that. It was a thing, again, growing up, because you could lie on a girl about that and miss out on the good thing. Well, she got twins of legs. You understand what I'm saying? Guys would absolutely lie about a girl putting that awesome Jawsome on them. That was a common lie for people, especially if a guy didn't really care about the girl. If he cared, he wouldn't say nothing. But if it was a neighborhood fling thing, he'll tell everybody. So that always was a thing too. So it was this guy told me this, and it was confirmed. It's crazy how my memory is. It was this girl, and she was the pro of the awesome Jawsome. If you look up awesome Jawsome in the dictionary, you will see a picture of her throwing up the peace sign. She got stabbed, and she was on the ground with her lungs collapsed. And this guy and everybody crowded around her, her lungs collapsed. She couldn't breathe, because she later told me she couldn't breathe. And somebody walked through the crowd. Hey, man, who got stabbed? Who got stabbed? Move, man, move. And he looked down and seen it was her. And said, oh, Lord, they done killed the head, man. And she told me that when he said that, she laughed and she desired to live. You understand what I'm saying? So, you hear all these things. I had one of my homeboys to tell me when he see this, he gonna trip out, because, he know we just had this conversation. He said this girl who would let the kids come down the sliding board, every time when she drained the soul pole, she would belch.